Greetings, welcome to this video where we'll channel Unconditional Love's highest vibrational message of wisdom and guidance for you at this time. If the title and thumbnail of this video resonated with you, then I intend that it brings you healing wisdom, guidance, and intuitive confirmation. So let's get right into the message. The card that comes out is Strength. Strength talks about courage and confidence, and it also talks about divine presence, spiritual wisdom. With Temperance on the split, I believe that this is an emphasis on the meaning, which is you are very much surrounded by your ancestors, your spirit guides, and many angels at this time. With the Hermit and the Devil underneath Temperance, why Spirit is surrounding you so strongly at this time, besides the fact that you're innately valuable, is because you're in a time of deep inner work. You're really getting a look at your more toxic habits, some parts of your life that are imbalanced, some parts of your life that have been restrictive for you, that have been controlling you, that have been disallowing you to sit in and exist in and be guided by your heart and soul. As you look deep at this and feel the feelings that come up with this energy, you're experiencing the Nine of Swords energy, which is anxiety, doubt. It could be sleepless nights for you. It could be racing thoughts. It could be anxious feelings. In a lot of ways, you could be realizing how you have been enchained by and controlled by your worries and by your self-doubt and by anxieties. And the Hermit is really getting a glaring look at this time. You could be wondering if this energy that's coming up for you is something that is your new reality. And Spirit is also showing you that this is an emotion that has existed within you and is coming up within you because you're making the space to purge it. There are energies and emotions that your pure inner child has felt for a long time that you might have realized on some level, but not fully emotionally felt. Like you could have intellectualized it or compartmentalized it. But now it's coming up with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. There's a sense of fear, of lack. It could be emotional neglect, emotional abuse, a sense of lack of value, lack of worth, lack of optimism, so pessimism, coldness. These are things that have plagued your inner child, among other things that you are intuitively recognizing at this time. And they're coming up not to define you and to shut you down in any transformations and ascensions that you're in the middle of right now, but to be felt, healed, and released. The energy of transmutation is at work, although we don't see the Death card out yet, but we do see a lot of spiritual influence with Temperance and Strength. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords with the King of Pentacles and the Moon. These are some of the things that you have been anxious about and worrying about. The King of Pentacles represents your stability, your security, financially, physically, like your body, your health. The Moon represents the unknown, so not necessarily knowing or feeling like you know what the future holds for you, the very near future, possibly even the distant future. There could be a sense of ungroundedness, of feeling like you're floating in space and trying to stabilize yourself in a void. I'm picking up a lot on anxieties around money, stability, security. And it's taking me back to that Five of Pentacles energy that we saw with the Page of Cups, because that energy represents the energy of lack. So that could have been a mentality or an experience that you had in your childhood or in your past. And it could be something that's lingering with you now and sitting at the root of your doubts, of your anxieties. If you haven't gone within yet, if you are not sitting in the space of the Hermit and really looking at these emotions, Spirit is advising you to do so, because at the root of any doubts that you're experiencing or any worries that you're experiencing around your finances is your inner child ready to be validated in its innate value, in its worth, in its connection to the infinite universal abundance So you'll know if this is you because you'll be experiencing some of those anxieties or worries around your material stability. At the same time, you may be receiving intuitive nudges to go within, to possibly take some time off and take things a little slower so that you have time to perceive the more subtle and sensitive parts of yourself. You could have already followed these intuitive nudges and taken those steps. And if you haven't, this is your intuitive confirmation to do so. This second card to come out here is the Ten of Swords. This represents an ending. And what we have ending here is those anxieties. This Ten of Swords could be speaking about a future for you, or it could be a present energy for you, which is you have completed the hardest part of the task, what you would define as the hardest part of the journey. The Ten of Swords represents an ending of a very painful cycle, a repetitive cycle that was hard on your mind and draining to your energy. It also speaks of the end of self-limiting behaviors, self-limiting beliefs and tactics. You are moving into an era, or have already moved into an era, where you're sitting in your power. You're acknowledging and accepting your power, and you're allowing yourself to make use of your power in a way where you create your ideal reality. You're absolutely accepting your creatorship. You're claiming it back from all institutions of the world, whether they're religious or non-religious institutions. And the Six of Wands is actually making a dual appearance here in the deck to really emphasize that the success is already here. You are already successful. You are triumphant in and of the fact that you have taken the steps, that you have started the journey. One thing I'm also seeing here is Spirit wants you to dream bigger. If there are any ways that you have been limiting the possibilities, your perception of what you can do, what you can attract towards you, what you can move towards, Spirit is asking you to, in your own time, relieve yourself of these limitations and allow your self-image to expand and transform, and allow the possibilities to expand and transform with it. You can go farther and do more than you might have realized. And Spirit says, by calling on Spirit, by seeking and asking during those moments of earnest, you can actually request that Spirit takes you on your path as gracefully and as ideally as you desire. And you can ask that Spirit reveal some of the higher possibilities to you so that you can begin to imagine, begin to dream, and manifest what you're choosing to manifest. So your guides and ancestors are saying, give yourself a chance to rest right now if you haven't already, because the mental, emotional chains are ready to loosen and your energy is ready to be freed for you to dream bigger, dare harder, and go further. Let's pull a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card and see Spirit's final words of guidance for this message. And the first card is number 19, Appetite, Acceptance. Appetite works at the interface between consciousness and matter to let go of what is outworn in your life. Clear away confusion or guilt. Accept the truth about yourself. You are a complex being with credits and deficits. Recognize these without judgment. Move away from aloofness or social alienation and show others who you truly are. Use your perspicacity. You have much to offer by way of service as you access insights for the collective good. Be inspired. Discern truth within. Recognize what is real in your world and restructure your reality. Don't be deceived by false fronts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know. Your intuition knows what's best for you. And the second card to come out is number 37, Lavender Aragonite, Environmental Healing. Lavender Aragonite heals your personal environment and Earth's meridian grid and raises the vibrations of the planet. Become comfortable in your own body and environment. You incarnated to be a guardian for the planet. You are a vehicle for purifying and healing the earth, reminding others that it is a sacred, living being to be treated with respect. Pay attention to where you live within yourself. Do your inner housekeeping and nurture yourself. Become a vehicle for the healing of the environment by opening yourself to higher vibrational energies. Do not participate in anything that despoils the planet or diminishes its resources. Work with your power animal and nourish your inner being. Take no risks and avoid excesses. If your environment is unhealthy and disharmonious, it cannot support well-being. Transform it and well-being returns. On the split, you have number 49, Graphic Smoky Quartz, the Stabilizer. Graphic Smoky Quartz supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your dis-ease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There, you will find the underlying causes of dis-ease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. And finally, the underlying energy is number 15, Rose Quartz, Unconditional Love. Rose Quartz is full of unconditional love and infinite peace. It draws loving relationships to you, heals past emotional traumas, or provides support during a crisis. You are a beautiful soul who has infinite peace deep within and enormous empathy. Relationships are where you learn your soul lessons, heal heartbreak or abuse, and dissolve toxic emotions and pain that prevent you from giving and receiving love. You have the power to love unconditionally and to support others. Forgive yourself. Love and beauty approach. Loneliness is at an end. Emotional blockages dissolve. Do not accept blame. Recognize that unconditional love and friendship draw exactly the right people to you. Once you love yourself, you can give and receive love from others. Support is available in a crisis. Unconditional love is the greatest gift you can give to yourself or another. So that brings us to the end of the reading. I pray that brought you a lot of light and clarity, and I'm wishing you peace and strength during this time. I look forward to us connecting here in the next reading, so take care of yourself until then, and happy aligning.